Another experience with a tumor removal. Nomad got a tumor on his back. I didn't get it removed right away because it seemed like it was going to be an abscess, just like before with Rambo, but it never came to a head. And so I made an appointment and got him in to get his tumor removed, and it was very easy. It was very smooth and fast removal. And he was ready to come home after about 3 hours after I dropped him off. So when I brought him home, he didn't seem like he was droopy. Instead, he seemed like he was antsy, like he wasn't sure what to do with himself. He had a little more energy than usual. I don't know if it was like a different gas they used or if he just reacted differently to it, but he was very restless when I brought him home. I think first of all he was excited to be back home because it was such a weird experience to be at the vet, but then at the same time he was a lot more restless than he normally is because he's a pretty slow moving rat. He just kind of hangs around and is adorable all the time. But he was like checking stuff out and climbing stuff and acting like he was a little bit confused. He got 10 stitches and he left them alone for the most part, which was really nice. I didn't have to make any sweaters. It was in a good location. I've never had a rat get a tumor on their back, and that's a very good location for them to get one because they don't really reach back there that much. I was very happy with the vet that I had. She was experienced with small animals and pet rats. She was actually recommended to me by the rat breeder that I found near my home. About 3 days after the surgery, Nomad removed 3 of his stitches, which it was okay. It didn't affect anything. At least he waited a few days before he tried to remove them, but I think he could only reach about 3 of them. And then I removed almost all the rest of them with the clippers. You need to wait at least 10 days before trying to remove stitches though. Now when you do this, be very careful. The stitches will usually have a loop in them that you can clip, and when you clip the loop, it will just pull right out. If it doesn't pull right out, then you should continue to be very, very careful, or clip it again. But you see that big loop right there? That is where you would clip. Just be very careful not to catch their skin. And if you don't feel comfortable taking out their stitches, bring your rat to the vet. His incision is healing very well. He actually was never on pain medicine, and I don't know if that is at the discretion of the vet. Like with Rambo, he was on 2 different medications, but Nomad didn't have any. And he also didn't ever act like he was in pain, although I know that rats don't show that they're in pain unless they're in terrible pain. So I've got some update pictures on my new babies and some updated information. Originally I was going to get Vasco in Vancouver. However, the breeder said that Vancouver bonded with Vinny and Vasco bonded with Valdemar. And she said she didn't feel right about separating the pairs that were bonding with each other and becoming best friends with each other. And so she emailed me yesterday actually asking if it would be okay if instead of getting Vancouver, I adopt Valdemar. And I was totally okay with that. I don't want to separate 2 friends. Apparently Valdemar and Vasco were best buddies. So here we have Vinny. He's a hairless. They're fuzzy when they're babies, but they lose it when they get older. Here's Vigoro, super adorable baby. Valen, Valdemar, so this is my new baby instead of Vancouver. And here's Vancouver. And here's Vasco, who actually looks exactly like Valdemar. So I'm going to have to see what the physical differences are with them tomorrow. Then we have Vala, the little girl. Tomorrow I am picking up my little boys, and I am very excited. At 2 p.m. is when I'm scheduled to go get them. I'm looking forward to meeting Arlene Romeo, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rats' parents and meeting all the babies. I haven't decided on names yet, but I will update you on their names as soon as I figure that out. I really appreciate those of you who watch this. Thank you for your time, and I will see you soon.